And this is a great, not just a strategy, but a reality where opposites complement. I read Khalil Gibran's book, The Prophecy, in which he says that it takes diametrically opposite pillars to hold the temple. The prophet. My friend Rishike, he's so prompt and he's, plethora of knowledge, encyclopedia for me, which is why my program on Radio 1 is very successful. Okay, so the prophet. And he says that it takes diametrically opposite pillars to hold a temple of God. And yes, it will take two diametrically opposite pillars to hold the temples of wellness together. So, well, I'm so happy that I'll be a part of this temple journey. That's number one. Number two, I'd like to say is that, well, joint philosophies with our coming together, we will certainly revolutionize the wellness as it is perceived in the world. There will be a paradigm shift, and we will make this as the ultimate goal of getting human beings to evolve in a very proper and a thorough way, the way they are meant to be. And evolution will be our ultimate objective, not just weight loss, not just six-pack. They will remain a part of the vanity pack, but our together objective will be refinement of human beings, bringing about love, peace and harmony across the world through personalities, because through wellness we will build characters, personalities and conducts. Alright, so this makes it fitness maximized, wellness optimized, and this universe Mickey-mized. As I say always, I never miss out a chance to do branding wherever it comes, and I will always do that, sir, so that I can take our brand and vision forward too. Okay, so we are here to make that difference, and all challenges, evolutionary challenges, do come in your journey ahead. And let me say that no champion was ever born without challenges. We will face them in the face, because acceptance is the biggest challenge for mankind. Bringing them something new, revisiting back in times the ancient wisdom will be very tough for a modern analytical man to accept. But we will create a platform on which step by step seamlessly we will get there. And I'm very sure that with divine blessings and with the blessings of Talwalkars accepting this, we will take the most fine wellness and holistic health to the world, offerings to the world. Well, each identity is individual. So as a husband and a wife, they remain individualistic, because that's the way a marriage lasts. Very importantly, because we are indivisible dualities. And when you remain an indivisible duality, that makes you an individual which comes with your genetic signature, and always the opposite allows the blossoming of that flower, the becoming fragrant of that flower, and following your gene uncoding of that flower. This is what makes a marriage works, and I'm sure this is the first premise which Talwalkar has accepted, that they want my individual identity to grow, blossom and mushroom. And when we were discussing about the press conference, etc., one thing came out so strongly, that the generosity, the magnanimity and the pedigree, saying that Mickey first. And I was truly surprised. Normally people in business want to dominate, they want to have the upmanship. And here I'm truly so humbled, because lessons to learn from this. But yes, there is one thing about me, I scream a lot, I speak a lot, because I feel that cock-a-doodle-doo, if the chicken wouldn't lay an egg without screaming much, people would eat other eggs too, and chicken eggs would be unsold, but today maximum eggs are sold because chicken screams every morning. So I will do the screaming, you can do the silent working that you do. May I have 2 more minutes, please? Audience, may I have 2 more minutes? I have lots to say. This is my day. Thank you so much. Okay, so coming to that we have some commandments, wellness commandments, which I have scripted from my heart. And let me say that I am truly honored to be Nimit, the medium through which the thoughts, divine thoughts have flown through me or flowed by me. So let me say that, of course, dumbbells are needed to make good biceps, but for strong biceps, uplift the poor. So this is the journey we are going to embark, where we will tell people that through wellness become powerful, visionary human beings. Through wellness become noble human beings. Through wellness become constructive human beings. And then, of course, coming to the second commandment, that for good shoulders, take the responsibility of the underprivileged and your shoulders will become strong. Then the third commandment I come to, that for strong legs, be deeply rooted in humility, to be better rooted in humanity. I'm sure your legs will be the strongest ever, connected to the gravity, connected to ground reality, and you will walk in humility and continuously fruit. And of course, good eyes. We all have good eyesight, but let's have a collective vision for growth for everyone, and that will give you a great vision and great eyes. So that's the exercise for good eyes. And for good chest, take pride in everything that the person that you know and that the person who you don't know does, because they are all brothers and sisters of mankind. They are all contributing to universal love, peace, harmony, and universal evolution. Then, most important commandment of all, which is my favorite, sleep every night with a wish to heal yourself, wake up every morning with a promise to heal the world. Each one of us can become healers, and the media friends, brothers and sisters, with your pen you can heal the soul, heal our souls too. So let's embark this journey, on this journey of healing, and let's start healing everybody in our capacity. Well, lastly I would like to say, let wellness be the religion number one, because if you're integrated, you will have integrity to fore, and if you're integrated, you will be aligned with your deity, your piety, very much there, and you will become the best example of the religion that you're born in. And join us to start a wellness revolution for human evolution. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr.